G'day. Tonight's video is going to be a bit of a sermon, reading from the good book. And I'm going to start with the 10 commandments. First commandment: thou shalt not panic, for thy life depends on calmness of action. Second commandment: neither shalt thou worry, for it reapeth no reward, and bringeth no help in thy time of trouble. Third commandment: thou shalt take thy time in deciding what to do, using thy head before thy legs. And you may have actually heard that paraphrased from time to time as use your head before your legs. It's in the book. Commandment 4: thou shalt take thy confidence from those who have faced similar problems before thee, and thou shalt follow their good example. You're not the first one to get lost in the bush. You won't be the last. Other people have survived it. You can too. The fifth commandment: thou shalt protect thy health and strength, in order that a ripe old age shall be yours. In other words, don't wear yourself out and don't get crook. Sixth commandment: thou shalt regard nature as thy friend, drawing thy wants from its bountiful store. Because nature, although it might seem indifferent, has got a lot of stuff out there for us. Food, water, shelter. You can find it all if you know how. Seventh commandment: thou shalt nourish thy body, neglecting not thy need for water, even though thy food supply may be meagre. Doesn't matter if you haven't eaten anything. You can go 2-3 weeks without food if you are resting. You can't go without water. Eighth commandment: thou shalt not waste thy possessions, nor regret thy lack thereof. Whatever you've got on you, look after it. Treasure it. Don't spend 90% of your time going, oh, if only I had a knife, oh, if only I had a tent, oh, if only I had If you haven't got it, tough. Use what you have. And use what's up in here. Ninth commandment: thou shalt employ thy talents wisely to assist thy return to civilization, and thou shalt remember thy rescuers, assisting them with pillars of smoke by day, and a nice cheery fire in the evening, and leaving marks to show which way you've passed, and knowing the appropriate codes to mark I need medical supplies. Or, better yet, having a little personal locator beacon on your belt at all times while you're in the bush, and if anything goes seriously wrong, hit it. 10th commandment: thou shalt be of cheerful countenance at all times, even though thy face be unwashed, and thy beard unshaven. My beard's pretty unshaven at the moment, and I don't give a damn. And if I were in the bush, I would care even less. The important thing is, keep your spirits up. They say, 3 seconds without blood, 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. But they reckon they don't know how long you're going to last without hope. So keep your spirits up. These are good guidelines. They don't replace foresight before you go into the bush. These are the things to remember while you're lost in the bush or in trouble in the bush. But the thing is, beforehand you should have prepared yourself. You should have basic survival gear on you. You should be properly attired. You should be mentally prepared. You should be physically prepared. If you don't know how to light a fire, even with a match, learn. If you don't know what foods you can get in the bush, learn. Especially vegetarians, most of the plants out there will kill you stone bloody dead. You're better off eating meat, or if you don't want to do that, then make sure you know what plants grow in the local area that you can safely eat. Everyone should know that anyway. But there are more options for us meat eaters, because if you can catch, snare an animal, it's food. Then there's learning how to make shelter, learning basic bushcraft to know how to navigate your way without a compass. All the little essential skills. And making sure that before you go, people know where you're going, when you're due out, who you're with, what safety equipment you have or haven't got. Fill out an outdoor pursuit form, hand it in to a trusted family member, and let them know that if you're not out by such and such a time at such and such a day, they will contact the rescue people. Carry a PLB if you can get hold of one. I rent them. It costs like $40 for a week. It's not expensive. Buying one, yeah, $600, but renting it, come on, $40 a week. Nothing. And it's a peace of mind. You hit that button, they know where you are. They know you're in danger and they know where you are. Basically, be careful, take care, and remember the 10 commandments for survivors. Especially, don't panic, don't worry, and use your head before your legs. Thanks.